Kawhi Leonard saga continues. There's more coming out about him. He doesn't want to play with LeBron in LA. He'd rather go to the Clippers. He wants to go to any team in LA. And when I hear all these rumors and everything circulating from Kawhi's camp from the Spurs, this looks like a messy job. Like, if you guys watch Black Panther, you know, one of the villains, he let one of the innocent people go. And he shot him in the back anyway, way down by the door. And, you know, the antagonist was saying, Michael B. Jordan was saying, why did you do that? Why you didn't just kill him right here in front of us? He said, I wanted to make it look like an amateur job. And that's what's going on with Kawhi Leonard. I think Kawhi Leonard and his camp, Kawhi is saying one thing, but his camp is saying another thing. They want to make it as messy as possible to force San Antonio's hand to force the trade. They know that Greg Popovich and management with R.C. Buford, they will not pull the trigger if they feel like there's a glimpse of hope. So they're trying to eliminate all of the hope, and they're making it as messy as possible just to get Kawhi out of there. Is it the right tactic? No. But is Kawhi a diva? I doubt it. I highly doubt that any of this diva stuff that's coming out about Kawhi is true. I really could see through it. It's basically his uncle and the management. The problem remains they have no experience. You could tell the way that they did everything, they lack complete experience with dealing with things like this. And that's what happens a lot of times when you hire a family that are not well versed in situations where they have to negotiate. If they wanted to drive a hard bargain, all they could basically say is, we want to trade to LA, and, you know, that is what it is. We have a doctor that's here that will not clear Kawhi Leonard to play until you trade him. That's it. You know, play hardball, and that's it. No more rumors. No more, well, I will go to the Clippers. What are you going to do with the Clippers? The Clippers haven't won anything. I know Jerry West is there, but like many people say before, he's 80 years old. Like, who is he going to recruit there? Kawhi's main destination is LA. He needs to stop playing with himself. He needs to stop let his uncle handle his business. A lot of times when you have family handle your business, things get messy because they're also looking out for themselves. They're like, part of the problem was Kawhi's market value isn't as high as it is in San Antonio. Who does that sound like? That sounds like his uncle saying, like, you're not getting paid like you're supposed to. This reminds me of He Got Game when Ray Allen, Jesus Shuttlesworth, his parents, his mom died. His dad went to jail for killing his mom. He's about to make a big decision, and his aunt and uncle are like, you know, you gotta look out for us. Shoes ain't free, electricity ain't free, and that's what his uncle sounds like right now. His uncle's like, well, look, man, like, we need to get the most bang for our buck. It doesn't matter if we go to LA Clippers, you know, we want our money or whatever the case is. But in reality, if you opted in, that's where you get all your money. So not only is it money for the contract, his uncle's looking at residual income. Kawhi just wants the ball, guys. Kawhi's never been a guy to talk crazy or out his neck. This doesn't sound anything like him because it's not like him. It's his family members and his uncles and their team pushing his propaganda to try to get him out earlier. For San Antonio, it's quite simple. Trade him immediately, cut the ties, take the deal from the Los Angeles Lakers, whatever they're offering, get rid of him because, number one, you draft well. Number two, you don't have a bad nucleus of players. And number three, whatever package you're going to get, you could couple that in the future, especially if you get first-round draft picks, and do your thing. Like, you need to move on from the situation as soon as possible. It's like Pop is trying to hold on to him because I think Pop knows what I know, that this is not coming from Kawhi. This is coming from his uncle. That's why there was reports about Kawhi's management hiding Kawhi from the Spurs organization, because they know if they have a face-to-face altercation or sit-down, a lot of things are going to come out differently, and they might possibly be able to sway Kawhi into staying. That's why, like, Kawhi has been trying to avoid, or his uncle has been making him try to avoid the whole situation because they know what's going to happen. You know Kawhi's heard about how they handled this injury. You know Kawhi's heard about the disrespect. But that's not a problem for the Spurs because I know Pop would trade Tony Parker in a heartbeat. Like, let me get him out of here, or we're not going to re-sign him. So that's not the problem here, guys. The problem is the middleman, and the middleman is causing all the stir. And that's where the situation is getting bizarre because Kawhi's a grown man, but it's like he can't speak for himself. So we'll see how this plays out. But a lot of the stories that are coming out, you got to see that it's a young man by the influence of his uncle, a la Jesus Shuttlesworth with his uncle, and He Got Game. Hoops Junction, where Hoops meets Hoopla.